New moms can often feel overwhelmed and they have a lot of questions about their newborns, so thankfully Dr. Susan Bankston, a pediatrician with the Baton Rouge Clinic, is here to help us out. Good morning, Dr. Bankston. How are you?
I'm so good. How about yourself?
Good. So good to see you.
Yep.
Sounds like you're having a lot of new babies over at the Baton Rouge Clinic.
You know, I am loving it.
Yeah.
That is a pediatrician's dream and love, but it's our bread and butter too, you know.
Right.
So therefore I'm having a lot of questions, as are my partners.
Yeah.
And I thought I could hit on a few important ones.
Yeah, that sounds good. I know obviously a main one is, you know, birth weight, keeping that up, and breastfeeding is obviously a big topic.
That for a new mom who's never had a child, that's one of the most devastating things is when they come in and tell her your baby's lost weight, because she feels like I'm not doing something right. You're doing everything right. The bottom line is all babies lose weight in that first week. They kind of dry out. They've been kind of wet and soaked up. They're kind of drying out. And then mama's milk comes in if she's breastfeeding, or you've just gotten over a C-section, you're getting the groove. By the 2-week mark, we want you to be back to your birth weight. So moms, do not panic. We have plenty of time. Stay in communication with your doctor, and the hospital's monitoring the baby's weight while they're there, because we have our numbers that we won't let you get past.
Right. That's very reassuring too. And obviously, like you said, breastfeeding takes a minute for some.
It does.
Easier for others. Any advice for them?
Well, what's interesting about the breastfeeding is it does take a minute, and we do have some great resources in lactation there at the Baton Rouge Clinic, so please reach out if you need us. But the bottom line is, one of the things that people are doing these days is they're delaying the bath. A lot of times that baby comes out in that vernix, that skin covering and all, and it's been a deal within the first 6 hours or so we'd get them bathed. Well, now we delay that because we feel like it helps with breastfeeding. It decreases the time away from mom. It decreases hypothermia. We do a lot of skin to skin. You'll even see dads in the hospital doing skin to skin. That helps with breastfeeding. And then we, as your pediatricians, as your nurses at the hospitals where you deliver, we're all there to help you get the breastfeeding going.
Absolutely. You're there to help in a lot of other ways too. You have a lot of good recommendations. There's one that you really wanted to talk about with vitamin K.
Right.
Explain that to us for people who might be a little hesitant.
Right. So a lot of people are worried about vaccines these days, and I'm going to give you that, okay? But vitamin K is not a vaccine. It is a vitamin. And let's talk about what it does. Vitamin K is made in our guts, our adult guts, and anybody, say, childhood and above, who's been eating things, it's in our guts. And that helps us make a thing that helps us clot. That's the thing that stops us from bleeding to death, such as when you have a circumcision and that baby doesn't have the right vitamins in there. One shot of vitamin K within the first few hours of birth, and that child is protected for up to 6 months from a thing called vitamin K deficient bleeding. That can go all the way up to their brain and cause problems up to 6 months. So it is not a vaccine. It is a vitamin. It's a very safe thing. It's been done since 1961. That's older than me, folks. And it's been very safe. Get your vitamin D shot. And then we do a lot of blood work on babies. People should know about jaundice. If you're a O letter in your blood type or a negative, you know, I'm O positive, but if I was O negative, my baby would be getting their blood tested. If I was A negative, my baby would be getting their blood test, because they run that risk of incompatibility. That's when the jaundice comes in. We start monitoring bilirubin. And something that's fun for parents to know is this: we monitor your bilirubin according to the hours old you are, because if you're 1 hour older, your bilirubin can be a little bit higher before we worry about you. So we're very, very cautious on that. And that can also go to your brain and hurt you if we don't take care of it.
Super meticulous. You got everything covered for us. Any last things that you really just want to drive home for new parents with their newborns?
Yeah, you know, enjoy it. This is a special time, and the more you relax, the more things will go. Put your trust in, yes, I'm going to say it, your pediatrician, because we're there to help you. When you come to our office, we even give you a book that come with some instructions. And then call. You cannot ask a wrong question as a new parent.
Yeah, that's really reassuring. Thank you so much for giving us some really good information. And it's exciting that we have so many new babies around. So congrats to any new moms and families out there. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
All right. So